Wow, we got the microphone. Amazing. Fuck me. Hey, people probably come by and think I'm incredibly rude. But whatever. What are you gonna do? Yeah, got the microphone. Get rid of that for now. Yeah, what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? Well, I'll bring you up to speed. I was just doing my I was putting up a light today. A whole fucking light fixture. It's tiny. It shouldn't have taken very long, but because it's like, you know, fucking airborne, you have to do all this shit just to like, gotta contort your spine. Actually speak. Yeah, I didn't realize my microphone was off. Thankfully, someone in chat told me. That's good. Yeah, I'm usually talking, but yeah, when my microphone's off and I don't notice, I forget to check, so yeah. Crazy, right? Streamer who checks his microphone before going live. Who does that? Layering in some texture. Anyway. No, don't. Snipping tool. I didn't ask for the snipping tool. Anyway, yeah. I was super late because I was putting up a light fixture. It's definitely like the hardest fucking thing I've done in a while. I gotta put up another one, so you know, when it's light out, I just needed to do it. Otherwise, it would have been like too hard. No stickers. Yeah, sorry. They just kind of. It's weird because it's only for DLive. Since I'm streaming to a couple of places, I don't know, man. They're just kind of like, they're a little bit too crazy for me, and then I can't focus. Drives my ADHD up the wall. So no stickers. Understandable, yeah. But yeah, flip this over. Flip. I feel like the hands are still not really working for me. What's the news? What do you mean? What news? Oh, my wife passed her exam, yeah. It's pretty big. Pretty huge. I think I need like a lizard tail reference. Hold on. Overseas? No, here. What do you mean? Right here. What is that? Why are there multiple tails? What? Just want to understand how the tail works. I just have pretty wild colors. Some of them are like pretty blend into your environment though. So might use some of the yellows here. See he looks like the cursed knight from The Witcher. Like the elves. Sort of. Okay. I'm going to drop in some of these colors. So these yellows. It'll be good. Should be like patterned. I'm drawing on the wrong layer. Damn it. Are they ever gonna release the next Witcher? Where's the next Witcher at? They have a falling. Is it Cyberpunk only now? Let's see it on this layer. Yep. I want that though. Create those patterns. Coming in December, really? That's kind of interesting. I didn't hear about that. Might be interested in playing that actually. I don't even know. I thought they said like, yeah, it's gonna be December real soon. We're almost there. I looked at the calendar today and realized it was gonna be Thanksgiving. I was like, oh, okay. Interesting, interesting. Time really does fly. It gets pretty crazy. It was just Halloween. They're already putting up Christmas decorations. just gonna merge down and then maybe you know, duplicate, create a backup here. That'll be easier. So I'm not sure what I'm doing with this tail. Unsure. Another Corona holiday. Probably won't see anybody. There's also a Witcher anime, which came out a while back. Witcher anime, that's just... So would that be a Polish May? I don't know. Because it's League anime. I heard it's good. Arcane, I think. Arcane, never watched it. I haven't seen it either. I haven't had like a lot of time for TV shows. I might binge something, I don't know. I feel like it couldn't be good. It's like one of those things where it just, you know, my mind's already made up. It's damn good. Okay. I mean, I might take a look. I don't really play League of Legends. I don't really get it, so it's not my not one of my things. Alright, I gotta figure out this tail. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It feels like too small. Probably just gonna like reduce the shapes a lot and then maybe try again. I don't really know. I don't really know, man. This one's like so stressful. I don't really like where it's going. Yeah, out of all of them, this one is progressing the slowest. I think I've redrawn it like twice now. Don't actually like League of Legends either. I have my doubts though, but trust me, it's awesome. Well, I might take a look. She sure looks like a Triceratops, which is my favorite dinosaur. That Triceratops inspired lizards. They're supposed to be lizards, not dinosaurs. Dang it, Baba. Probably gonna give it more like aggressive shape as I go. Want to become No, fuck you. Ban. Can I ban him from? Someone ban him. I don't want to like. I have to go to like fucking. That's so long. So long. A message probably not even up anymore. How do I ban you? There you go. I don't know how to use Twitch. Thankfully someone does. Fuck me. Yeah, that's like the one thing that I'll ban for is like fucking bot spam. I don't really care, you know, if you want to be shitty or whatever, that's fine. But if you're gonna be like a bot or something, you're gonna sell fucking, I don't know, whatever it is that guy was selling, then nah. Just realized that this leg is like it's different. It's like this. Let me try flipping it so I could see better. I might go back to a more like lizard-like head. Just tone down the shape a little bit. Just noticed he ain't wearing pants. He's gonna breach his jewels riding that thing. Well, unfortunately, they're primitive people. He's wearing a loincloth. It's gonna be good. And right now I'm working more on the creature. I'll lock it so I don't draw on it. Maybe pick this up a little bit. You know what, I'm kind of thinking of like a Komodo Dragon. See if I can pull up a reference to that. Try it out. Here's one. Very cool looking dragon thing. I'll put it in the main one so that you can look at it. I'm gonna pop it here and then lock it. Let me actually let me move it. Damn it. Okay, there. That's good. Alright, that's good. Hey Oleg, how's it going? Oh. Okay. I saw the image. Let's see here. So I think there's not enough. The problem. Why can't I copy? Can't copy the image. Okay, 1 second. Try again. Okay, it's not copying. Hold on 1 second. I don't know why, but sometimes Google Chrome doesn't let you copy images. It's the weirdest bug, but it doesn't let you copy. So just taking a screenshot. So this. I think this is a backup. I think the main problems are with like this shoulder. Like, where's his shoulder? Is this it? And then it's like, this doesn't make a lot of sense. So I would try to figure out, you know, if this is a neck. I guess I would start from like where the torso would be, and even if he's like stocky, I would try to figure out how his head would work, and then I would kind of go from there, because there's a lot of problems with like anatomy here. I could have you could have this sort of pose. You can even add more drama to it. But you know, it's hard to do anything with this one for me. Because maybe I could like liquefy it. Let's see if I can liquefy it. Where's the like move? There's a smudge. I don't know. It would take me so long to do it this way. I don't know. I would have to like completely redraw it. I think I would start with like what parts I don't like, and that would be like the arm. Even though that's probably like a terrible idea. So I would build a shoulder here, and then I would kind of go from there, and then I would try to like imagine a torso. I don't know. To fix this would take me a little while, I think. So I don't know. I don't know, it'd probably take me like an hour. But I think I would change drastically the composition, and it would become something like totally different. I would add drama by like making him look into this guy's head. That could be pretty interesting, like as a storytelling element. But I think the main problems are like pose and anatomy. Like they're just not they're not there. There would be a lot of like reposing him. And then so what you would need to do is you grab a reference. Grab a reference and just redo it. That's what I would kind of do. I don't know. That would be like my intuition. Just to start again, and then just have a reference and then try to build. so this is like, this is my thought of what an exciting, like, barbarian image would look like. You know? Because there's not a lot, you know, there's not a lot of exciting barbarian images out there that are left. That would be like my 7-second paint over. How to make a cool barbarian guy. Yeah, I don't know. It would take a while. I think the main problem is the figure isn't interesting. And your whole image is the figure, so you either have to make the figure interesting, or you have to you know, draw something else. That's really all there is to it. If you can't make figures interesting, then you gotta figure that problem out. It's not gonna be one that you figure out by you know, but it's something like that. It's, you know, add drama to the image, develop the drawing, create a story. That's kind of like my approach. Is I would definitely be looking to make the figure like 500% better, and then, you know, kind of just go from there. And then yeah, that's kind of what I would do. I would stay away from colors like these greens. Like, they're not good colors. They're not easy to control. You want to stick to very earthy colors. Browns, browns, blues. Greens are very hard to paint with. I don't suggest them. Especially for grass. If you're doing grass is actually not that green. It's a lot more like grayish, yellowish, you know, like this. That's, you know, obviously there's green, but how much green? That's what I would do. That's kind of what I would do. That's my take on the barbarian. I like barbarians. I like drawing them, so that's kind of what I would do with this image. So this is yours, this is mine. Obviously there's more work on the figure, but this is like a 10-minute thing, so. Okay. That would be my thing. Let's see what you wrote, because I was still doing it rather than reading. Sorry. Just notice he ain't wearing pants. Okay. He looks like he's enjoying it, going fine. Good, good. It's more of a fold in the kaftan. Yeah, you could. I mean, you could do that, but the figure on the outside has to be like pristine. You could put any clothes you want on the figure, but the figure has. You can drape him the way you want, but the figure has to be pristine. All of the figure in a figure-based drawing has to be like 100%. That's the. It's kind of the problem with drawing. What's it called? Figure-based drawing is that you're gonna have to get really good at the figures. Plus, the study I made of a reference on Discord, I wonder if it's any good. Please don't waste much time. It's just a general. It's not safe for work. Doesn't Twitch allow that in art? I don't think it allows the artwork. I mean, like, it's 20 pixels of penis. I would say to pay attention to the color a lot. This image has a lot of good color in it. The color and the values. When you approach doing a study of something like this, you should go with value. Like, you should be trying to really look at what the value is. You know, I really like drawing like hard brush, big strokes. It could be any color, but I know the colors are gonna be like this color, so I'm just gonna go with the but yeah, you should be looking for like these big shapes, big shapes, big shapes, big shapes, and then, you know, trying to develop the values, and then that's what I would do. When approaching these, I would be thinking more about, you know, value, because the colors, I don't think you got the colors all that well in either way, but like if you got the values, that would be like huge, I think. So I would just approach it looking for these like big shapes, trying to see I don't know what the color is, it's all value. Looking for these what's called, I don't know, I feel like Twitch is gonna be not safe for work friendly, but I would look into like the value more so than, you know, anything else. Obviously mine's not gonna be great because it's like 2 seconds, but this is like what you're looking for, the big shapes, the big breakup, and then, you know, once you have that, it's easy to go back in and start you know, picking out edges and getting the shapes like 100%. And, you know, then you're just sculpting a little bit, and then that's how I would approach these studies if I was doing them now. And then, yeah. And then just trying to, you know, match value. Where is the values, you know? Where's the important parts of the image? How do the values interact? You know, that's kind of how I would approach it. I think that would be the important part of doing a study for this image. And so that's how I would suggest you go about it. Again, this is gonna be like a dog shit study because I'm not spending nearly enough time. I'm gonna take this value up a little bit here because there is quite a. But this is how you can kind of approach values, by seeking out those big shapes, and then figuring out, you know, what are those big shapes really, and then, you know, slowly polishing it out then eventually, it's a little dark. Eventually you'll get to very strong value, and then you don't have to struggle so much when you're putting in the colors, which is a lot. It's a lot of points. And when you're putting in the fine details, you don't have to struggle as much because you have a good, good baseline there, and then you don't have to think, oh well. It's harder to mess it up. It's harder to fuck up the good values, and then, But that's how I would approach it. I would start by doing these sorts of things. This is how I would approach this type of study, because you're not going to get, all of it. And then I would just use a big round brush like I'm doing, so that you're not trying to fool yourself that, oh, I got this, I got this nice texture in here, and it's creating a lot of noise, and I can't see shit, so that makes it good. I would avoid doing that. I think that's, it's very solid advice. Out of anything I could tell you. But yeah, focus on big shapes, find big shapes, and just keep painting until you've sculpted it out. Go from big shapes to small shapes, and then find those values, find those good tones, build the important parts, find what is important, and then that's how you study. And eventually you're just going to be like good at figuring out what's important in an image, and so you won't need to do like 100 years of value work. You'll just know, okay, that shape is important. And, it's like that. It's kind of like that. I don't know what else to say here. Didn't actually intend to do a study. This is an impromptu study, sorry. Oh, I forgot about chat. Sorry, guys. Shape, value, render. Just go from there. I don't know what the colors are like, but I'm gonna take a peek at the colors. Let me see what the colors are like. I didn't actually sample anything. This is painted in the dark, so I didn't actually. It's actually not that far away, but it's still pretty far. I would suggest painting black and white. To figure out values, and then, oh no, see, this is where you look at it and you're like, oh, you're a hypocrite. You're not painting from the big shapes to the small shapes, and you're right, and I'm paying for it. I'm paying for it, but I'm also doing a lot of designing here, so it's gonna be a lot of design that I'm just trying to put in and then kind of mesh together, and then so that is where I'm at with that. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I've done a lot of those studies, so I think I can tell you how not to do them, because I know how not to do them. Oh no, I drew on the wrong layer. God damn it. Alright, hold on, give me a second here. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Cut real quick. Alright. Okay. So, I think the hardest part for me is always applying the same fundamentals to my own work. And so, you can do basically what I did in the study, even though they're not really congruent. I'm going to show you kind of what I do. I'm going to try to talk through it. So again, it's, I go from big shapes, and I try to like develop big areas of value, and then see what sort of things especially when I'm fixing something like this, because this is fundamentally broken. I don't know how I'm gonna fix it just yet. Oh, I put it on the wrong layer again. I think I'm not very smart. Made the same mistake twice. I'm gonna lock it so I don't do that again. Merge this. So again, see, like it's these big shapes that I'm trying to like sculpt out. Just merge this down. I didn't intend to make another layer there. So what I want to do is just paying attention to my little reference here for like design intuition. And right now my design intuition is telling me that he looks too much like a dog. So what I might want to do is extend his head like this way. Maybe make it a little smaller head, question mark. Make it look more like my reference. See if that works better for me or worse, and then seemingly better. So saggy neck looks cool. Yeah, he's got like these like striations. I like that, so I'm also going to be like borrowing a little bit of that. It's got a vagina in his neck. Neckgina. My friend calls my friend said to me that they have a luzzy. And I kind of wanted to die a little bit inside. So again, big shapes. Let's get back on track here. Let's not talk about the luzzy. Big shapes, big shapes. And we'll see if my design is improved afterwards, and we'll kind of go from there. I'm again trying to fit my design into good shape form mechanics, and this happens a lot to me, and it's because I don't follow like my own directions very well. Like I'll go off into these places, and then it's like, man, if you just painted the form correctly, you wouldn't have to spend like all this time. But you know, sometimes you just gotta, like, especially when it's like designed for me, I feel like I gotta just spend more time like experimenting, doing things just a little off the cuff. So then when I actually finally do get it, it's like, ah, yes, of course, it's so simple. Why didn't I do this in the first place? But yeah, once I kind of understand what I want, it's a lot easier. And today I understand that I want large forms, large shapes. Okay, and then I'm gonna use the creature as a guide to draw the humanoid, because they're gonna be kind of related to each other. I'm also getting a lot of cool colors. I'm just kind of like Please, right button. I'm also gonna borrow a little bit of texture. I'm just gonna borrow it, and I'm not gonna apologize for it. Oh, whoops. And then I'm going to copy it by myself. It's a very simple texture. It's just it's a lot of dots, a lot of dots, more dots, more dots. And folds within those dots. So we kind of want to go for wild colors eventually. I don't want to get too wild right now, but that is the direction that the commissioner wants, so that is where we are going to go. But you know, all good things take a little while. Okay, so this one's starting to look up. I'm starting to get something out of it. Have some texture direction. Have some ideas as to where I want to take some of these textures. Ideas where I want to take some of these forms. Color sampling a little bit, you know. I'm sure no one is gonna report me to the drawing Olympics for stealing that blue, a little bit of blue. Hope they don't report me. One thing that bothers me for this image is the saddle. I'm definitely having a hard time with this saddle. Just kind of like, you know, all over the place. Can't have that on Twitch. I wonder. There's so many restrictions. I mean, I just want to paint my weird little drawings, talk shit about, I don't even know, whatever I want to talk shit about. I'm always talking shit about something. And then, you know, that's it. Is that so much to ask? It probably is. But yeah, this is like #1 priority for me. The saddle is giving me a brain aneurysm right now. I'm not having a good time with the saddle. Slowly building up color as I go. Very interested in mixing greens in. I popped like a bunch of greens like randomly into the image just on a whim, and I was like, this is gonna work. I just know it. And reds too. We're doing like this bloom sort of lighting, so want to make like these little lines, like so that the texture looks like it's going along with the form. I think that's pretty important. Oh, too much. Some of this blue works very well. I really like it. Okay. Some of these shapes are really nice, but then like they don't, not sure if they're like anatomically coherent. Like the shape and the what's called looks kind of cool, but then I'm like, how does this guy's muscles work? What about all that? And, you know, it's a creature, so you can kind of get away with some stuff. I feel like you can get away with quite a lot. Maybe this is weird. I feel like the canvas should move more horizontal over vertical with the small rider. I'm not sure what you mean. Like, there should be more, what's it called? More space. I mean, I might add some. It's just the problem is like this is a set of 3 concepts, so they all have to be kind of coherent in the end. Let me see what's this. Oh wow, okay. So this is on this layer. Interesting. The character isn't as fleshed out as the beast now, which is good because I've been working straight on the beast today. So that, you know, but it's a set of 3 concepts. Right now I have this one, I have this one, and I have, no, that's an old version. I can actually just delete that, can't I? This is the correct one. Wait, this one has like, oh, okay. I have a lot of groups I have to like get rid of, I think, because I'm confused. But yeah, there's like 3 characters for this project. Here's one of them. He's more like a bird lizard. What's it called? Bird lizard. And then I've got the king lizard. Fuck, where is he? Where's the king lizard? Aha, here's the king lizard. Well, he is also work in progress. We're working on him. But yeah, I wanted to work on this one today, so that's what I'm doing. Where is he? Yeah. I've actually extended the canvas already, so I might extend it more, so that I could just barely fit him. Might use a spike or a hat or something. For the mount, I was playing around with like a spike, or like a hat, really. I don't know, it didn't like, in the end I just didn't, like I made one like this one, like I put it in here, and then I just didn't like it in the end, so. You know, I'm probably gonna be like super lazy and just like, and now you get all the I mean, I'm sorry, but this is how it works. This is how the sausage is made. If you're upset about this, then it's too late to apologize. It's probably gonna be something like this. what I'm gonna do, because I want to make them related. And then I'm actually gonna select it and then add like a little bit of so this is also a good way of, I think, painting like concepts sometimes, is you make something really big and then you size it down. It really helps. Now I'm not, you know, totally finished, but it's kind of like that. And then we'll kind of go from there. So this one, the way these work, like lore-wise, is they have like this ability to change into other animals, basically, or other creatures. So that's why one of them is a bird, and this one is a like a more of like a bipedal type of creature. So I'll probably adjust what's it called? Adjust it, because it looks too similar. You know, it's like the meme where it's can I copy your homework? Yeah, just make it slightly different. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna make it slightly different. And then we'll see. Because I like the face, I think it works. Wasn't Ryder supposed to be a bird though? Does your commissioner give you the freedom to just change his race like that? No, the other one is a bird. This one is more, this is an archer. This one's an archer. I have all my colors now, so I can start, you know, popping colors in. That's very good. When I have all, like, most of my palette figured out, that's like, it's a lot of stuff, I think. Makes it easier. Does your commissioner, well, I mean, we have a good working relationship. If I tell him, hey, look, I have an idea for a concept and here's my makeup for it, I think he'll be like, okay, I'll take a look at it. If I like it, then yeah. If it's not a good concept, then, you know, I can always go back. I have backups. So if I say, oh, I don't really like this, I can always go back. So we have I think, like, it's important to just be able to you know, have backups and have freedom to do things, because I don't work very well when it's like just you got to do this thing, and it's like, unfortunately, very I can't get like creative when it's a super conservative work path, and someone showed me their studio's work path, and they're like, can you do this? I'm like, yeah, I can, but I'm like, so they had a house rendering style, so they would have like a face, right? And it was like kind of like an anime face, and then they would have like, they would make a selection, and then they would, you know, use a blurry brush within that selection, and they're like, and then you just repeat that over and over and over and over and over again, and that is, we have to make everything consistent, what it's called, and then, you know, that's how we get the house style. I'm like, okay, I can do that, but it would just drive me insane, so I'm just not interested. So I have to have a lot, like, I can only be either like a lead concept artist. I cannot work which isn't good, because I'm not good enough to be a lead concept artist. I can only do it for, you know, like small projects, you know, things like that. That's where I shine, when I am given artistic freedom and license. And hey, look, I can buckle down and I can pop out stuff too. I mean, I just don't like to do it, and and therefore I just don't take work like that anymore. I don't need to. I have other financial incentives. So, you know, it's all good in the hood, you know. Eventually, I'm either gonna become, you know, really, really, really good, and then someone will have to make me like lead. But you don't do that. You don't go from, you know, 0 to hero. You have to like put in decades of work, prove that you're able to work as like a team player, and then someone picks you up. At least that's what I've heard. I don't know how any of it works. I assume that you cannot just drop in on a studio and be like, hey, I'd like to take over your artistic direction. I figured that's not how it works. But again, I don't know. I feel like if you're like Jamie Jones, you could possibly do that. You know what I have learned? Every time I destroy one of my paintings, I always make something better. I always look like when I have, you know, my computer doesn't crash. I'm gonna save right now. Before I say that, my computer doesn't crash all that much anymore, so I don't lose like all of my progress a million times, right? But I think when that happens, I kind of look at it as an opportunity to redraw, and now I actually make myself redraw. You know, when something's not going good, I just do a redraw. So we went from this image to this image, so I feel like concept-wise, everything is like moving upwards. It's still the same, like it's fundamentally the same image, but it's like different in, you know, several very important ways. Fengzu said, if you have drawing skills, then you're automatically a concept artist. I feel like drawing is the most important, because you need to be able to get your ideas out, especially in something like concept scenario. And now it's not even like drawing skills. You don't really even need drawing. I feel like most of the time you're going to be doing, you know, matte painting, and so, you know, I think Shaddy Safadi says that he wouldn't be able to hire a concept artist like he was, and so, right. But design and drawing are kind of different. Drawing is putting the design on paper. Design is like, design is being able to, I guess, make that design somehow. I don't know. And so I've heard that drawing not as important anymore, but I don't know. I don't know how that would work, you know. You need, I don't understand it. I've only watched a couple of people talk about it, so I don't know anything really. But like if you watched what's it called, the One Pixel Brush presentations, they basically say something like, well, you know, it's very nice. Like this guy in our studio, he's a very good drawer. You know, that's very nice for him. It, you know, it helps, but you know, at the end of the day, it's not, you know, integral to the design anymore. So I think you could do it without being good at drawing, as long as you can like you know, matte paint your way to victory. But if I look at like Marciage or something, that guy is like amazing drawing. So like, I don't know. Says a lot about society. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, it's. I feel like for me, drawing is very important. For me personally, but I'm not hiring anybody. I don't know. I don't know what they're looking for. I have no idea. I'm gonna try to peek some of these whites. Just a little bit, you know? Because I want to get something like here. But that's the rendering skills a little bit beyond what I've got going on in the back end. But eventually, be able to do that, no problem. Someday. I want to have like some kimono type shit here, you know, a lot of cool colors, and I feel like I have some good color mashups. My drawing right now looks much better. I'm relying drawing too much rather than drawing too much rather than painting. That's good. Drawing is very important. I think like, I mean, I'm not a good drawer, but like the parts that work in this image are working because of the drawing, I feel like. So it's a lot of dependency on skills that are, you know, I would rate as subpar, but, you know, eventually gonna get to a place where I'm very happy with my drawing. It's going to happen. Currently, I'm really relying on the value system that I'm like putting in. Yeah, actually, yeah, there it goes. But no, yeah, that's where like most of my mental energy is going right now, is to thankfully this image doesn't have like a lot of like perspective drawing in it. You know, it'd be cool if I could just I could actually draw this bow like if there was some way I could like fit it in here. I don't know how that would work though. I gotta make another layer, try some things. Like I figure like maybe if I had the bow go in here and then I could have maybe maybe him like kind of clutching it. That could kind of work. And I just need... Right now, he just looks like he's touching his tra-la-la, so that's not good. I touch my tra-la-la. So that is not useful, but... Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to do with the hand there. Kind of like the idea of a bow. I've kicked around either a spear for him or a bow, and I think I like the bow the most. I feel like it's one of those things I want to do at the end because it's like right in the middle of him and it crosses over everything, so I have to be like, I have to be secure and ready with everything else, so I'm just gonna like get rid of this for now. I like some of the other things in here. I kind of like some of these spots. I don't know what to call them. Yeah, I'm working on it. Working through these issues. I figure almost all problems can be solved with like very effective drawing. So it's a very valuable skill. Drawing is king. It's unfortunate. It takes very long to realize something like that. I've always just wanted to like, you know, do the type of painting I did a second ago, actually. The one where I drew the barbarian with like 20 strokes. I was like, yeah, this is the good shit. This is how I want to paint. But it looks like when you don't know what you're doing, like me, it just kind of looks like a bunch of blobs. But like that's kind of how I wanted to always paint, like very loose, very much about, you know, shape, big shape. Hey, what'd you bring me? Are these letters for me? What did I get? Liberty Mutual. Okay, important information about your current benefits. Wow. Costco savings. This stream is sponsored by Costco. Get the new Costco NFT. No fucking thanks. A few minutes ago you were telling me to do big shapes. Now you're saying the opposite. What the hell, man? I like big shapes. That's how I think big shapes are most important. Drawing requires big shapes. Like when you draw, you do big shapes first. When you paint blocking, let's say you wanted to paint a sphere, you go from big shape to small shape to, I don't know. It's the other way. Let's make this a little darker. from big shape to small shape to smaller shape to smaller shape. You know, even if it's like just a spear, it's the only shape. It's the one shape. Yeah, I fed him. He's being an asshole.
Who's being an asshole?
This cat.
Nothing.
No. Very nice cat.
He's being manipulative. Yeah. Look at this.
Even if you're drawing, you're still drawing big shapes. But I was talking more about like when I said that you can't really just do this type of painting where you're just like, you know, it's like, oh, there's, you can do it if you're really good, I think, but like when I do it, it's not as good. You would need like years of practice, and then you're just like, ah, yes, that's a person, clearly, you know. So this type of like, because like some people are able to just do that, you know, and that's what I've always wanted to do. Just paint like that, you know. That's the way I wanted to paint like for a long time. Just like have like a couple of blobs and then eventually chisel them into something. But you have to be very good at painting, I think, to do that. But you should always be drawing and painting from like large shapes to small shapes. That's kind of how it works.
Nothing against me. Look at this cutlery. It's definitely very comfortable.
So feed the cat.
You fed.
I fed him like at 5 o'clock, I think.
No, you were fed like 2 hours ago. So what? I mean, I don't get the guy.
But yeah, the type of painting that I really most admire is like something like a Craig Mullins painting, where it's not all spelled out for you, and there's a lot of information that is like you know, left to the imagination, and that is, I think, you know, it's kind of like mastery, is that you're able to do a lot with a lot less. And I think that's like, you know, peak. And that's kind of what I wanted to paint like, but I don't know, man. It's kind of tough to paint like that. maybe in 70 years I will paint like that. We'll see. Just need a little bit of time, you know? 70 years is that too much to ask for? Couple more, what's it called? Shapes. I want to try to do like large versions of those shapes, so I'm just going to do them with drawing, actually. I may want to like make it bigger for this one character. Can have them separate, you know. The other ones look better in a what's it called though, so because it's he just looks very cramped right now. That's like a problem. The other problem is this image is getting big, very large, and in charge. This image. I have a backup, right? I do have a backup. Okay. I'm gonna merge these down. Alright, yeah, I have a backup. So this is earlier today, and this is today. So we did what I wanted to do. I revamped this whole image. I was able to you know, to do it, and it's actually following the things that I said in the critique. You just make big shapes, and you know, go from large shape to small shape and try to do simple values. So sometimes I just have to follow my own advice. It's kind of hard, you know. Sometimes I'm just like kind of like just drifting, you know. I'm just drifting, I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing, and then I'll catch myself and I'll be like, oh, big shape, small shape, big shape to small shape, you know. The truth of the world, you know, it's usually in these small, simple things that are very complex, but you can say them in a couple of words. Seems like that to me anyway. Vibin', yeah. Vibe check? Vibe check, anybody? No need to worry. I feel like when you have a strong value setup, there is nothing to worry about, you know? From that point, it's Jesus take the wheel, you know? Still worried about, like, the legs, the way the legs work. I feel like that's not something I've fully figured out. All the writer references I have aren't working for me, I guess. Can't explain well with words or art. Kinda, this is what I meant. Let's see if it's gonna get me banned. Oh, like make him large and in charge. Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. The shapes are better too. Might actually take some of that. This is I'm gonna commit copyright infringement right now. It gives me a little space to do some of this too, which is very important. A little bit of copyright infringement, yeah. Your ideas are now my ideas because you submitted them. Shouldn't have shared your ideas. See, yours is more like the reference, I feel like. And so that's why I think yours is like a little bit more successful than mine. But I am an opportunist. I will take good ideas. So don't send them over. Don't send them over. Thanks for that. It's interesting. I like it. And now it's mine. I think just a little bit more stretchy. I really like that. So I'm going to borrow a little bit. For the rest, I'll figure it out. Still need a saddle and all that. Oh, helpful bus. Helpful chat. Yes. I feel like he was just so cramped. I've definitely, you know, I've definitely alluded to the fact that they look like they're trying to fit into the composition, and it doesn't look good. But I didn't come up with a good solution. You did, so yeah, I think stretching him out is pretty good. I don't know how far I want to stretch him, but at least that far. At least that far, I think that'll be a good start. And if I want to stretch him even more, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Stretch Armstrong. His arms stretch out to next week. You know. So got some of that. Oh, wrong color there. But yeah, I feel like this version of this character is much better. Let's see what's on this group. Delete the group. We got like 20 versions of him now. What's on this layer? Is this the bow? Yeah, that's the bow. Okay. Gonna get rid of my references for now. Put his bow back for a second. Eventually he's gonna have a bow. I don't know. What a weird glitch. How do I add color to gray values? I don't know what to do using Photoshop. Use blending modes. Using blending modes. I mean, you can use blending modes. That's a legitimate way of doing it. I like just turning it into gray and then just painting over it blind. And then just keeping the value the same, and then picking color. Like I'll paint it like this. I'll take a color. I'll be like, okay, what value is this? Okay, well, let's adjust the color here a little bit and paint it back in. And that's kind of what I do. And I usually set up either colors in my mind, or I'll set up colors that I sample from, and then I pop them back in. That seems painful. It probably is the worst way of doing it. I would not recommend this way to anybody. This is just the way that, you know. Let me lock this. Just the way that I paint. I feel like not everyone has to do it this way. I like going straight to color, and I also like doubling back into value. Sometimes you miss a lot, and then it's good to go back and forth. It helps because you're always looking at it from like almost like a fresh perspective, I feel like. And so it's pretty useful. I find that it might take a while longer to do it this way. Blending modes is pretty efficient if you're good at those. So you would have like let's go to grayscale. You would have like, let's say, a dark background, let's go with like half of that character, and then like and then something like that, and then you can use different layers. Like you can try color, for instance. Color is one way I used to do it. This is actually a way I would do it, not what's it called? Not one I've stolen from somewhere. So this is kind of like one way I would do it. And then you keep the value the same basically. And then you would add another layer, and then you could go back to value, and then go back to value and then add additional color in the value, and then you add another color layer, and then you just keep going. You could do it that way, but I feel like getting the values right is the hard part. Everything else is like, whatever, man. If you can get the values correct, then you're not gonna have a problem. It's just that, it's very easy to get colors that kind of look correct in value, but then like when you try to transpose those to color, you realize that they weren't correct. You didn't have enough, you didn't have enough of a value range, or it worked in black and white, but it doesn't work when you add like a color layer and you say, well, it's the same values, why is it not working? And it's something like that. It's it's something like that. Man, there's a lot of you here today. Hey, what's up with these guys? Streamed for a little bit longer today because I got here so late, but we did do a little work today. We went from... Oh, I could do like a side-by-side maybe. Let's do it this way real quick. Went from here to here. So, character looks less cramped, much more, much more rendered. He's got stronger design, I feel like, stronger foundational anatomy. It's just a lot of stuff that's straight better. And then, there's still things I'd want to work out, but overall, we did okay, I think. Overall, okay. Since there are so many of you here, would you guys like to go on a trip? Go on a trip with me? No trips? Too bad. You don't get a vote. You're going. You're going to Brazil. Let's see here. It wasn't browse, it was directory, game/creative. Right, that's how you do it. Creative does not exist. Art? Is it art now? Then let's go to low to high. See who's doing something interesting in the low side. Give them a host. These owls look fucking crazy. This is like
this year, when the holidays.
No, stop. Yeah, okay. Raid Forsen? Screw you. Yeah, he's gonna raid back. I'm just gonna raid a creative streamer. Alright. Yeah. Press the button, please. And then we'll say hi.